This week on Charger Bulletin News, COVID booster shots are available, study abroad is back, and the new athletic center is unveiled, right here on Charger Bulletin News. Hello and welcome to the Charger Bulletin News. I'm Stephen Ganji.
And I'm Sadie Frazier-Reed. We're here to give you the latest news on campus. Let's get to this week's stories.
The university continues its green alert status for the 7th week in a row. Here are the numbers. As of October 3rd, the number of positive cases increased by 1, including 1 resident student and 1 off-campus or commuter student. Please remember that only individuals who are unvaccinated or partially vaccinated are required to participate in weekly COVID-19 testing. Faculty cases fell to 0, and the number of students tested fell by 32. The COVID task force reminds all students, faculty, and staff to wear a mask, wash hands often, and maintain social distancing while on campus.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has updated its guidelines for those who are eligible to receive the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine booster shot. The booster is now eligible for individuals over the age of 18 who live in housing on a college or university campus. Please note that individuals who received the Moderna or Johnson & Johnson vaccine are not included in the CDC's recent recommendations. If you do receive the Pfizer booster vaccine, do not upload your updated vaccine card to Co-Verified. The COVID task force will notify the campus community when they are ready to receive submissions. The task force also recommends consulting your primary care provider if you have questions about the booster vaccine.
During homecoming, the university officially announced the construction of the new Peterson Performance Center. The world-class Sports Performance Center will enhance the varsity student-athlete experience. The facility will include a complete weightlifting room, a 60-yard turf, agility and conditioning area, a 1,500 square foot sports medicine center, and a 2,500 square foot football team locker room. The facility also provides additional team meeting areas, film rooms, and free spaces for student athletes. Construction is estimated to be complete by fall 2022.
The university is pleased to announce that study abroad is back for the spring 2022 semester. Interim Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Mario Gabari, states, "In Italy, the expectation is that with the widespread vaccination and health strategies in place to mitigate the spread of COVID-19, the country will be open to tourism and study abroad. This enables us to resume offering some of the signature curricular and co-curricular opportunities that have become staples of this authentic and immersive Italian experience. At this time, the plan is for students to begin online classes at home in January before departing for Italy in early February. Students will return to the United States in May and complete final exams remotely from home. The duration of this time in Italy is approximately 89 days. The university requires all students to be fully vaccinated before departure. The public safety plan developed for the Prato campus requires that face coverings must be worn at all times in indoor school spaces. This policy will be addressed on a regular basis. Students interested in studying abroad for the spring 2022 semester should contact the Office of Study Abroad for more information, or check your student email to start an application.
Now it's time for entertainment. Emily is back with the latest news in pop culture. What's new this week?
Thanks, Stephen. On Monday, Marvel shared a batch of new Eternals posters to celebrate the release of advance tickets. Eternals welcomes a new, exciting team of heroes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The epic story, spanning thousands of years, features a group of immortal heroes forced out of the shadows to reunite against mankind's oldest enemy, the Deviants. Eternals, starring Richard Madden, Gemma Chan, Kumail Nanjiani, Lauren Ridloff, Brian Tyree Henry, Salma Hayek, Leah McHugh, Don Lee, Barry Keoghan, Angelina Jolie, and Kit Harington, is out in theaters November 5th. This upcoming Saturday, DC will hold their second fan event, DC Fandom. They will give updates and first looks at upcoming projects like Young Justice Phantoms, The Batman, Black Adam, The Flash, and video games Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Along with an all-star lineup, they have J.J. Abrams, Patty Jenkins, Dwayne Johnson, Zoe Kravitz, Robert Pattinson, and Zachary Levi. DC Fandom starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And over the weekend, actor Timothée Chalamet shared a first look at his upcoming film, Wonka. The film acts as a prequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and is being directed by Paddington director Paul King. The film also stars Keegan-Michael Key, Olivia Colman, and Rowan Atkinson. Wonka will be in theaters in 2023. I'm Emily, and that's entertainment. Back to you guys.
Have you created your schedule for the spring semester? The course schedule for the spring 2022 semester is now available. Set up a meeting with your advisor to discuss classes and receive your registration pin. Don't forget to confirm your class level in order to determine your registration date. Seniors, special population, and juniors register the first week of November. University students are part of a special population if their registration pin begins with a 1. Sophomores and first-year students will register on November 9th and 11th. Registration starts at 7 a.m. for each class level. Remember to review your degree audit and check your account for holds through MyCharger.
The Dean of Students Office and the Director of the Myatt Center for Diversity and Inclusion have launched a new initiative to enhance the university's response against bias. The Campus Climate Education and Response Team will provide a healing space for those who are targets or witnesses to incidents that may create harm against community members, especially harm based on their identity. This team will consist of students, faculty members, administrators, and staff whose goal it is to improve campus climate. Students who are interested in joining the team can apply using the form sent to your student email. Fill out the form by Friday, October 22nd to be considered. If you have any questions, please contact Carrie Robinson, the Director of Diversity and Inclusion.
Now, let's head over to Joe with sports. What's going on this week?
Thanks, Sadie. It was homecoming weekend, and the Chargers put on a show this weekend for all the students and alumni. The game that everyone was looking forward to did not fail to impress as the football team cruised past St. Anselm's, winning 56-7. The game was all about the defense, who picked off the Hawks quarterback 6 times and returned 2 of them for pick sixes. Quarterback Connor Degenhart threw 3 touchdowns while rushing in another 2 to add to the impressive performance for the Chargers. The team now heads to the road, and this week is up in my hometown to face off against Northeast Tenfo AIC on Saturday with an early kickoff at 12 p.m. Following up the football team, field hockey took to the field and hosted Southern New Hampshire University. Kiera Integli was huge for the Chargers, posting a blank sheet for her 5th time this year, as the Chargers went on to win 2-0. Abby Nixon had a hand in both goals, assisting Riley Bialco for the first goal and put one away herself later in the match. The team hosts St. Thomas Aquinas Tuesday night with the game set to start at 7 p.m. Now to the pitch, the women's soccer team was on the road this weekend to face off against conference opponent Franklin Pierce on Saturday. Chargers had their work cut out for them against the Ravens and could never get ahead as they dropped the match 4-1. The team returns home looking to right the ship as they host Holy Family on Wednesday, with the match starting at 4 p.m. on Charger Sports Network. Now on the other side of the pitch, the men dropped a heartbreaker in their Elm City rivalry match against Southern Connecticut. Chargers dropped the match 1-0, even though they outshot the Owls 17-9. The team does not play again until Saturday, when they travel to Vermont to take on the Purple Knights from St. Mike's, as they look to ignite the offense in a push towards the postseason. The match is slated to start for 12 p.m. Now, in the gym on the hardwood, the Chargers continued their dominance, defeating Lemoyne in straight sets on Saturday. With the win, the Chargers moved to 13-5 and 3-0 in the Northeast Conference. The Chargers controlled all 3 sets, winning each by at least 7 points. Sophia Leon Tabor racked up 31 assists with 3 kills of her own. The Chargers look to continue their dominance when the team travels to Pace Tuesday night with the match set to start at 7 p.m. That's all for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
This past Sunday was the start of Mental Health Week. Dean of Students, Ophelia Rowe Allen, sent an email out to students providing resources of where to seek academic, social, and emotional support. Throughout the rest of the fall, Counseling and Psychological Services is offering support groups every day of the week. Mondays are for public service members, and Tuesdays are for international students. On Wednesdays, students can join iConnect and make new friends in a safe environment. Thursdays are for first-generation college students, and Fridays are for BIPOC students and for students who want to learn about healthy relationships. Students can RSVP for each group session via Charger Connection.
Monday was Indigenous Peoples Day. The Myatt Center for Diversity and Inclusion posted to Instagram celebrating the holiday. In their post, the Myatt Center stated, For much of the United States history, we've neglected and actively bypassed the experiences, culture, and contributions of Indigenous peoples on this land. This holiday gives us an opportunity to begin to acknowledge what has long been ignored and move towards a future where all inhabitants of this country are able to live safely, peacefully, and freely. The center has urged students to wear red for Indigenous people who are missing and orange to acknowledge those that are still alive today.
The Mayor's Advisory Commission and Rotaract Club are hosting fun drives for the West Haven Community House. The West Haven Community House provides the best enrichment and care for children, families, and adults with intellectual disabilities. They are collecting gently used clothes and household textiles like bedding, towels, and linen. All items must be clean and in sellable condition. The drive opens on Thursday, October 7th at 10 a.m. and closes on Wednesday, October 13th at 10 p.m. Students may drop off items at the Bartell's info desk. Scan your event passcode to be entered into a drawing for an Eco Box and an Amazon gift card as part of our Sustainability Month programming. Well, that's all the time we have this week.
You can check out the latest edition of the Charger Bulletin newspaper on chargerbulletin.com.
Stay up to date by following us on our social media at Charger Bulletin. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Stephen Ganji.
And I'm Sadie Frazier-Reed. We hope you have a wonderful fall break. We'll see you next time on Charger Bulletin News.